I'm so grateful for this tiny space I've called home for 4 years in a post 2020 world. When you most need, a partner can say, "This is my house." A parent can say, "You failed in your relationship, find a PG ASAP." A boy's parent can say, "तुम बदतमीज हो, मम्मी पापा के साथ रहती, उनकी बात नहीं मानती." Not knowing an iota of the entirety, busy backing Raja Beta hiding his faults. An industry can end possibilities of performing, which was the only source of your half of rent for years on end. With work from home possibilities pouring in, you'd question, what is home? Where to go with the little of your things? What corner of whose home do you work from? And everything you built with a vision may get sabotaged in process. None of them were wrong, as the decisions and choices of each generation will be vastly different. But in time, we learn who accommodates the voice and choices of who. As you reflect upon gender roles and biases in society and mistakes by either treated differently, wake up to the complexities of love, wondering what unconditional even is, you can't escape the truth that one must work hard and feed themselves come what may, because you can never be sure who to truly count on. Nobody wants to take privilege of any kind for granted, while being constantly compared to a generation where 5 siblings were raised in a single room with no shoes to wear. Ever been continually crucified for changed time and circumstances? With enough slaps over time, you may learn that getting a room and paying half of what you make to sustain will be more than just a choice. It will be survival. A single room it is, with nothing at all. Just a bare floor to lay on, dream on, work on, sustain on, survive on. And this can mean more than any castle on earth where you continue to be gaslit. 4 years fly by. Dreams of volunteering at a forest, recycling, gardening, composting, building minimal workshops with close to zero footprint locally, prioritizing meditation and seva, and so much more may all get drowned in process. You cook, work, do all the chores you possibly can, still only to be looked down upon in the Raja Beta reality. Your passion and dedication to continue doing what you do when everything is made impossible for you will be tested. Do you leave it all, or do you continue, come what may? The gratitude with which you wrap up an online parent meet for the kids you get to continue teaching, thanks to the few parents and studios that believed in you when nobody else did, will be tenfold. And this from the piece of your tiny space that you sustain only because of the few classes you get to take at times when life and death was uncertain. Where would you have gone if it weren't for them? To live without furniture, bed, sofa, carpets, AC, and rather just have a little plain space was too much to ask for. Hence, you look for a place you can hoop and dance and teach and cook and meditate and just simply take care in, hoping to one day own absolutely nothing, as we get reduced to dust and can only do what we can while alive and in one piece. A space is crucial to follow your flow of the day without having to explain and be showered with taunts or plagued by misinterpretation. Maybe not everyone can afford to build a house. Some of us dream of allowing Earth to be home. There will be a true world family someday, one day. Even if you get called selfish, earn 20k to give 10k on your temporary roof and spend the rest on health and livelihood, sustaining whatever you can of slow minimal living. Cut down everything and absolutely everything unnecessary. Even if you have nothing left in the end, you have peace of mind, and that is everything. When fathers, husbands, partners, families, societies murder the voice of a girl who wants to learn to garden and throw her in a dustbin to continue proving she can earn her own money to live on rent, and then go spend 45k on their own gardening, it teaches you a lesson you needed. When you want to do something for free, give with your skill, they curse at your ideas and won't make space for it, then message a long list of examples to further belittle you. A spirit of a daughter is murdered. The realities that will manifest in such a collective will be brutal. That they will not understand now. Can only meditate for a world where daughters have different kind of love and support to create realities that are about love, kindness, collaboration, and abundance instead of money, power, sexual abuse, and whatnot. Survival options for a girl cannot be limited to having to take from father's pension savings for basics and living through to the end, or marrying and depending on husband's income to be reminded so later. Is a woman born just to adjust to Maika, then adjust at Sasural, or is her worth more than this? If you don't end up a bahu in in-laws' home, is there no other purpose in your life? And is this the only reality love must lead to eventually? Love of convenience, another Pandora's box. And just because society can't seem to think of a possibility free of money, marriage, domination, we find the middle path without having our sole purpose stomped all over, even if you embark that path alone. Better than being lonely and misunderstood with loved ones, you may bargain. As for boys, same goes for you. Have you ever voiced without keeping it all in with the pride of never having shed a tear? It isn't easy for either of us, but which one of us pays a bigger price of being brought into the world? Different sets of expectations keep us all caged. Unfortunately, caught up in relationship, marriage, divorce, procreation, alimony, prenup, insurance, this, that, and so much more, we tend to get lost here on this beautiful planet. Hopefully, we wake up to realize we are beyond labels of boy, girl, man, woman, etc., but humans on earth. We can either be suffocated by existing systems or dare to create our own freedom while existing amidst it. Either way, nobody has it easy and everybody's responsibilities look different. Never do you have to live your life feeling like a burden on any person, any family, or on earth. Your voice matters. You're possibly only voicing to a sleeping audience. While you're at it, never ever bring another life into this broken world, but give it your all to add value to the children already here on earth. Hope this reaches you in time to reflect on whichever phase of your journey as a human on earth that you are currently navigating. And while you do so, ask yourselves if free souls must keep quiet or continue to voice instead. Ask yourselves if the voice of a free soul should be murdered or supported instead. Lots of love from one earthling to all.